ladies, welcome back to our series where we are exploring 4 biblical signs to confirm your call to teach. Today we are looking at sign number 3, which is godly character. Now, character really matters for Bible teachers because we are held accountable not only to teach the correct information, but also to model godly lives. So today we are going to check out 3 essential traits for the character of godly Bible teachers. Let's jump in. The first characteristic of a godly teacher, I'm going to draw from Mark 10:45, where Jesus says of himself, "For even the Son of Man came not to serve, but to be served and to give his life as a ransom for many." So we see here that a teacher must have a servant's heart. And then you see Paul explicitly tying this necessity for all Christians to have a servant heart to the act of preaching. And we see that in 1 Thessalonians 2:8, where he says, "So being affectionately desirous of you, we were ready to share with you not only the gospel of God," so there's the information piece, there's the teaching piece, but he says not only the gospel of God, but also our own selves, because you had become very dear to us. So you see here, Paul is saying, hey, we did not only come to give you information, but we came to illustrate the truths that we were teaching by loving you and coming as servants. The second trait that we see that is necessary of all Bible teachers is that of faithfulness. Now, as you know, the Apostle Paul was training Timothy to be a Bible teacher, and we see faithfulness highlighted in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2. "And what you have heard from me in the presence of many witnesses, entrust to," here's the word, "faithful men who will be able to teach others also." So we see here that it is necessary for teachers to be faithful. Look, teaching at the end of the day is really cool sometimes when you see a lot of fruit, but sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes you teach for weeks and months and you don't see a lot of fruit. And that's when it's necessary just to be faithful. Teaching a lot of the time is just about showing up, working hard, putting in the sweat, teaching the word faithfully, maybe not being as appreciated as you would like, and then trusting for the Lord to bless his word. So faithfulness is an absolute necessity for Bible teachers. Now, our last trait that we must have as Bible teachers is humility. Now, it's weird to tell you that you need to be humble when you're a teacher, because I'm a teacher and it looks like I'm saying I'm humble, which is actually not very humble, but I'm not saying I'm the world's most humble person. I'm obviously not. I am saying, however, that we as Bible teachers all need to be pursuing humility. And that's because of verses like Philippians 2:3, which say, "Do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others as more significant than yourselves." Look, when we go out to teach scripture, it needs to be with a heart that says, my listeners matter more than me. That's why I'm going to sacrifice my time to serve them. This is an act of humble service. It is an act of humility. We're relying on God to bless his teaching. We're relying on our listeners to humbly listen as well. We're depending on a lot of other people, and ultimately we are depending on God to bless his word. We also see humility uniquely tied to teaching in verses like James 3:13 that says, "Who is wise and understanding among you?" Right? Like, who are the people who know the stuff? Who are the teachers among you? This is his advice to those of us. He says, "By his good conduct, let him show his works in the meekness of wisdom." True wisdom at its core knows that it is a gift not earned, given by God. So true wisdom will have a sort of meekness about it. So when you get up to teach and you know all this cool stuff about scripture, or you're able to teach, remember that that is a gift given to you by grace from God. So it ought to cause a sort of humility in our hearts. So let me give you a quick recap. The 3 traits that godly teachers must have are a servant's heart, faithfulness, and humility. And here's something really important that you need to know. That if you actually watch an entire YouTube video and then you don't like it or leave a comment, then for several months you could have mild to moderate back pain. That may or may not be true, but it is proven that it helps your retention. So if you want to leave a comment, let me know which one of these traits you would like to focus on and pray for the next season. And remember, women, teach the word.